Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Sean. Huge thanks to Sean and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Sean reached out asking for a deck led by Raiyuu Storm's Edge, and I was more than happy to help. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Raiyuu Storm's Edge is a 4-mana 3/3 legendary human samurai with first strike. Whenever a samurai or warrior we control attacks alone, we untap it. If this was the first combat phase of the turn, there is an additional combat phase after this phase. So, we attack alone with one creature, then we can swing out with a giant army of warriors or samurai. Every turn. If only there were more ways to get extra attacks in Boros. But, in addition to needing lots of warriors and samurais in our deck, we'll also want a functional commander deck that can interact with the board. Good thing we have our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders. Solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. Boulders are now available in solid colors, like this beautiful white one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries the new Ultimate Guard solid color boulders, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. For right now, the schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in the evening. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Arid Mesa, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Sacred Foundry, Spectator Seating, Sundown Pass, Clifftop Retreat, Alpine Meadow, Sacred Peaks, Battlefield Forge, Needleverge Pathway, Scavenger Grounds, Rogue's Passage, Myriad Landscape, 10 mountains, and 10 plains make up the land base for our deck. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Conviction, Boros Signet, Fire Diamond, Marble Diamond, Sword of the Animist, the Reaver Cleaver, Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Hearth and Home, Wayfarer's Bauble, the Iron Crag, and Smothering Tithe make up our mana ramp package. Professional Facebreaker, Layla the Blade Reforged, Tempered in Solitude, Stoneforge Mystic, Thrill of Possibility, Big Score, Jeska's Will, Mask of Memory, Sword of Forge and Frontier, Esper Sentinel, and Sun Titan helps to dig through our deck and replay stuff from the graveyard as needed. Stroke of Midnight, Swords to Plowshares, Boros Charm, Generous Gift, Chaos Warp, Path to Exile, Wear Tear, Deflecting Palm, Unbreakable Formation, Teferi's Protection, Abrade, and Rip Apart help to remove annoying permanents. Farewell makes up our only board wipe. Decided to go light this time. Morag, Fury of Akum, Combat Celebrant, Archetype of Aggression, Brunor Battlehammer, Stonehewer Giant, Akiri, Fearless Voyager, Aki Battle Squad, Iron Soul Enforcer, Cole the Forge Master, Jor Kadeen the Prevailer, Hiko Yamazaki the General, Selfless Samurai, Asari Captain, and Aurelia the Warleader make up the core of our deck. But to better equip our warriors and samurai, we're also running Swiftfoot Boots, Lizard Blades, Lion Sash, Mithril Coat, Great Sword of Tyr, Lightning Greaves, Shadow Spear, Embercleave, Maul of the Skyclaves, Hammer of Nazan, and Whisper Silk Cloak. And though not technically an equipment, Sublime Archangel supports the core plan of our deck quite well. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 49 mana sources, split between 36 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but some of our card advantage also works as ramp, so it's fine. 11 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 1 board wipe, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Farewell and Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win combo in Aurelia the Warleader and Sword of Hearthstone. If you equip any creature other than Aurelia the Warleader with Sword of Hearthstone, you get infinite combat steps, assuming the equipped creature is able to deal combat damage to the opponent and get the sword's trigger, of course. You just choose to flicker Aurelia. A creature who leaves the battlefield and then comes back is considered to be a new instance of a creature, which means this new Aurelia will create a new combat step just by attacking. We can do this over and over again until the table is dead. That being said, we don't need Aurelia to win the game. We've got lots of synergy, lots of very good warriors and samurai in our deck, and enough equipment to buff them so that they'll easily take out any opponent. Do you have a Boros deck? What theme did you go with? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, it will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Manassas, Nazwin, Oolong, and Pedro. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.